Uh, People fail to realize that when you get charged under the vehicle code, you're under admiralty maritime law. And I'm explaining why. I'm sure you heard the saying, like, innocent till proven guilty. Well, that's if your feet were on land. But when you're charged under the vehicle code, uh, you're guilty until proven innocent. Let me continue here. Now, I recommend that you get a copy of the vehicle code in PDF format, and then through Adobe Acrobat you could do a word search. You can find a lot of information that way. So now here's the for Pennsylvania vehicle code in PDF format. So let's do a word search. Let's type in the word. Well, here's the word here. I type in the word accused. Now when you're accused of something, that means you're innocent until proven guilty. And then your accuser has the burden of proof. But after you do a word search for the word accused, this is what comes up. It says no matches were found. The word accused is not found in the vehicle code. So you're not accused. That means that you are not, you get charged with something, you're guilty until proven innocent. Let's look at the word charge. So I type in the word charge. Let's see what we find here. Well, this one here, this says it all. This section 1301B. Proof of residency. A person charged, so they're not being accused, a person charged under this section has the burden of proving that he is a non-resident wherever he asserts a defense based on section 1303. So now, well, your driver's license, little plastic card you have to carry around, that's just a little representation. Your actual license is in the database. And now with the police, they have their onboard computers, you know, with their direct link to the mother computer. I mean, they can find it in an instant if your license is current or not. And now with all these different states, they all share the same. They're all like linked. A police officer, he can go and he could make a charge against you, and then he could sit back and continue eating his box of donuts, because now you got to do the judicial dance and prove your innocence. I'm going to show you something else here. Again here, this penalty. Any person violating again, they have burden of proof. This one here, I like this one. This D part, except as provided in this paragraph 6, a person who violates subsection A commits a summary offense and shall, upon conviction, be sentenced to pay a fine of $500, except that if the person charged furnishes satisfactory proof of having held a commercial license valid on the last day of the preceding driver license period and no more. They already have that information. But what cracks me up is this word, I love the way they use adjectives, satisfactory proof. So that means you could have proof, but now it's at the discretion, when they add the word satisfactory, that's at the discretion of the court. You could provide proof, and they can still find you guilty. It says, oh, it's not, the proof isn't good enough. The game's rigged. So this is why a police officer, it's easy for them, they can, charge you with anything, and then you gotta prove your innocence. That's wrong. That's because we're under admiralty maritime. Another one here. So while I have you on the phone, so to speak, See, the vehicle code, the language is bastardized. Now here's one example of, this is section 102, the word driver. Now look at the first part. This is like a driver is a person who drives. Well, that's like asking a 6th grader to define a teacher, and they'll say, well, a teacher is one who teaches. I mean, who came up with these definitions? So driver is a person who drives. And then they say, or is an actual physical control of a vehicle. Well, after this or, they're trying to hide an oxymoron. They're trying to hide how they bastardize the term, because what they're saying is a person is one who drives or is an operator. Because the word driver pertains to a commercial operator. There's only two kinds of operators. You have a commercial operator, such as someone operating a taxi or a bus, like the big 18-wheeler, or you have a non-commercial operator. You know, operating a vehicle going to work or coming home from the grocery store. This is just one of many examples how the language has been bastardized. I mean, give me a break here. A driver is a person who drives or is an actual physical control of a vehicle. Yeah, well, I think it's called a circular definition. So if you ask someone from 6th grade what a teacher is, and if they're going to say, well, a teacher is one who teaches, that's a circular definition. You can't use the word to define itself. Well, like I said, this is only a short video, and remember, you're under admiralty maritime, the law of the sea. When you are guilty until proven innocent, and then you got to do the judicial dance to prove your innocence. This has to change. And then if the police officer had the burden of proving that you were guilty, there would be a lot less frivolous citations issued. But then it's all about money. They have to collect all this money, and then they have to divert it so they could use it for their pensions, and so on. It's all legalized theft. Well, that's an oxymoron, but still, it fits what I'm trying to explain here. Well, they know that they can charge you because the average motorist is dumb and stupid. They're afraid, they're intimidated, and especially if you get caught, like say you're even within your own state, like Pennsylvania. Maybe I'm on the other end of Pennsylvania, 100 miles away. Well, who wants to, like, then you have to drive all the way back and then appear in court where it's close for the officer? There's a way around that too. So the system is rigged. We're under admiralty maritime, and see, knowledge is power. But this has to change here. Until the next video.